Hi, I'm Eric Butts.
And I'm Jim Butts.
We're Butts and Butts Sports Radio from Suicide Fantasy Football headquarters, talking a little fantasy football 2011 season. Jim, what I want to know today is, who's your number one running back this year?
It ain't who you think it's going to be. I can tell you that for sure.
It's not. So when you say that, it's not Chris Johnson or Adrian Petersen.
No, it's not Chris Johnson or Adrian Petersen. The number one running back in football this year, fantasy points, regardless of your scoring system, is Arian Foster.
Jim, just because he did it last year doesn't mean that he's going to do it this year.
That's why you're going to finish in last place, because you look at what happens, not reputations.
Oh, I'm going to use him once in Suicide Fantasy Football at the right week, but sure. I'm not picking him as the number one running back. He's got a better chance of being Steve Slayton 3 years ago than he does being the Arian Foster.
Okay, so who's throwing the ball in Minnesota right now? Who's throwing the ball in Tennessee?
Who cares?
Because there's going to be 10 men in the box against those two teams. But when you're going against Arian Foster's team, you got to guard against Andre Johnson and Matt Schaub.
I'm not saying he's not going to have a productive season, but to put him number one over Adrian Petersen and Chris Johnson, you're sick.
How many leagues did you finish in first place last year?
Let's not get off subject, Jim. Let's talk about what's really important.
Exactly.
And that's this year. Let's not talk about what do you think about the Egyptians, Jim? Because that's history.
It ain't like that. I'm telling you right now, gun to your head, end of the year, Arian Foster will score more points than Adrian Petersen and Chris Johnson.
You'll give me both of them against Arian Foster.
I give you either. Both of them, not adding them together.
No, not adding them together. Either one of the two does more than Arian Foster.
Arian Foster will outscore both of them.
If that happens, and you're wrong, you have to stay under 1,500 calories for 10 days straight.
Absolutely.
What do I got to do? Not watch reality TV?
Arian Foster tattoo on your right butt cheek.
Done. Signing out, Butts and Butts Sports Radio, talking Suicide Fantasy Football. Check us out at suicidefantasyfootball.com.